put bit man right on her. Put the mask on, cause I be all red. I stay with them. All red, we pull up. All red.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? A team looking for a big night on its home court. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jaylen Brown.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, the guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And tonight, Clark, this is a contest the fans will love. It should be raining threes.
Hey, who doesn't love seeing the ball go in the basket? A bunch of points being scored. Fans, players, broadcasters, you and I both, we all enjoy when teams can shoot it with some efficiency from the three-point line. Space that floor and let it fly.
Now, here's Trent from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Brown outside. The kick out to Holiday from past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
This isn't a shot Holiday will pass up. He's a reliable three-point shooter.
Antetokounmpo passes to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Now here's Giannis. Guarded closely. Rebounded by Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Kuzma. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Takes it off the glass.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum. A wing who can score in so many different ways.
Lillard, the pass to Kuzma. To the inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Brown following the bucket by the Bucks. White. And a miss there on the triple. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact a game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Packing some muscle on it. Holiday able to push that shot through.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
with a break here, let's look at the stats for Jason Tatum. How about 42 points per, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists? And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Brown. Back to White. Out to Porzingis. Lopez with the steal. Lillard finds Trent. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Excellent read from the veteran Lillard. He has a strong feel for how his teammates are open.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
There's Giannis, and the dump by Giannis.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks trail by 3. And here's Kuzma. We saw him with 10 points last game. Trent outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lopez. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Brown with a screen on Lopez. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Here's Lillard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard against Holiday. Tatum with a screen on Kuzma. Brown finds Tatum. And that one, good. That's now 8 points for Jason Tatum.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. 5th, Porzingis.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. Here is Lillard. Back to Kuzma. The Bucks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Holiday dishes to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Giannis. And again, Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 10.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Trent with the wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Lillard. Lopez kicks to Giannis. And Boston with the rebound. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
First in field goal percentage, first in fewest turnovers a game, and they're also first in points allowed. No team is better at taking the other side's star out of rhythm.
And Greg, that field goal percentage you were talking about, they're the best in the league because of how smart they run their offense. You see nothing but good shots from them. Bobby Portis has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Celtics also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Now Lillard following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pass to Horford. Porzingis against Lopez. Porzingis kicks to Brown. Horford with a screen on Kuzma. Brown. Another NBA season, Clark, upon us. What's the biggest change you've seen since you played?
Well, I think a couple of things. Actually, I would consider these a tie. The ball handling and the three-point shooting of 7-foot guys. And then lastly, maybe the matchup zones defensively are the biggest changes for me.
No good on the free throw.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Sims is checked in, and it's Green in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's Lillard. No good off the front iron. Celtics leading by 3. It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Porter. Portis against Horford. Here's Hauser. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Horford, clearly one of the better passing bigs in the league, adds a nice wrinkle to his team's offense.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Austin with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Brown the pass to Horford. There's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Celtics lead by 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Lillard. Porter finds Lillard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Brown. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Here's Lillard. He had 25 points last game. And Lillard throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Brown, following the score by Damian Lillard. Brown the pass to Pritchard. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Horford no up. And here's Lillard who brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 6. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
Typically, there's one statistic that jumps out at you when you're looking at what decided the game. And in that one, it was all about the rebounding battle.
Puts up a deep 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for the Celtics, 2nd quarter underway. Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Hauser in at the small forward.
Really hard to slow Tatum down on his drives because he's relentless. I mean, he's going to finish whether somebody's in his way or not. This guy's a load offensively to deal with.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Here's Hauser. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Green kicks to Giannis. Back to Green. Fires from way outside. A rebound by the Celtics. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Here's Portis following the bucket by the Celtics. And that one's good by Porter.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Hauser the pass to Tatum. It's up a 3. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Here's Shireman, still without a basket. And the basket by Tatum.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Portis can't get it to go.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Tatum kicks to Horford. Tatum with a screen on Portis. Pass to Pritchard. Launches it. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 9. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Rollins. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Porter. He's got 5. Giannis outside. Lets it go with a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Boston leading by 9. Here's Pritchard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. The Celtics making a switch here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. In 4th, the Bucks. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And these two squads really know how to capitalize on mistakes. When they get going in transition, look out.
Here's Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Here's Lopez. Porzingis with the rebound. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against New York. And Holiday kicks to Horford. Pass to Pritchard. And Holiday has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Horford sets a screen for Holiday. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. 9-point game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Rebound, Milwaukee. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Austin with the ball. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Horford with the screen on Green. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A different look for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches, and we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway, but we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Horford dishes to Tatum. Horford trying to free himself up. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kuzma passes to Lillard. Back to Kuzma. Lopez inside. Guarded by Tatum. Shoots it. Lopez, no luck. Boston leading by 8. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Aggressive move that time by Holiday. He's the engine that makes this offense churn.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. The reporter says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. He's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then for Boston, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's wide in for Pritchard. Celtics leading by 8. Holiday looking over the floor. Out to the right wing. Brown outside. Pass to Cornett. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Boy, from three-point range, Holiday can really be effective now. He's worked on that part of his game over the years and forces the defense as a result to have to come out and guard him at times.
Now, here's Lillard. Trent with it, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Cornett.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here's Lillard, following the bucket by the Celtics. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 7.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Bucks trail by 12. Lopez, a screen on Holiday. Lillard with it. He has 7. Trent gets the bucket.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Trent. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brown against Portis. Right side Holiday. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And we've got a timeout call.
Salve, irmão. Beleza, pés. Pés, em breve eu volto. Vem mais um tempinho melhor.
Check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Holiday. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him. But time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Here's Trent. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. Lopez, a screen on Holiday. Lillard up top. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Dame with a strong finish at the rim. Boy, can he pack a punch.
Now here's White. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
That's good from Lopez.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
A big physical guy with an undeniably silky stroke. Brooke Lopez is a force to be reckoned with at both ends of the floor.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And that concludes the first half. Boston on top, up by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
And a look here now at the Bucks. They've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together, they play for one another, they're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Bucks.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Celtics leading by 10. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now Giannis following Drew Holiday's 3-point attempt. And Giannis gets it to go.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Through contact, Tatum.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Lopez. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Over in the corner, White. The kick out to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Tatum from 3.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Tatum, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Chance. Let's check out the stats for Damian Lillard. Right around 25 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Now here's Giannis. 18 points for him. There's Lopez with the 3. And it's White with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The 3 from Tatum. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Giannis slashing.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Now here's Lillard. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Lillard.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Porzingis. White against Trent. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lopez has got 6 points.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Boston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Belonging to the Celtics, Jason Tatum, 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these 2.
And And so Tatum nails them both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Holiday finds Brown. The three from Tatum. Milwaukee with the rebound. Out to the right wing. To the paint, Trent. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Tatum using his size inside.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Basket counts. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in just the second half.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts. Doing all he can to bring him back.
Lillard against Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Here's White. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. White's got 8 points.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
And it's Lopez penetrating. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Boston leading by 8. Right side, Porzingis. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. The kick out to Tatum. This one for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Bucks making a change here. Porter's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Richards checked in. Bucks trail by 11. Lillard looking around. From 12 feet out. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And they also show up in the top 5 in terms of field goal percentage. They usually take quality shots and really share the basket.
And the points off turnovers you talked about. You have to like how quick they are to react to a mistake. They get right up the floor as soon as they get their hands on the ball. He's off on the first. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another. It matters.
Now here's Lillard. 15 points in the game. Now Giannis. Driving the lane. Slicing through. Giannis.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Now here is Holiday. Guarded by Porter. Outside Tatum. Here's the three. Rebound Milwaukee. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Trent can't hit. Celtics leading by 8. Brown kicks to Holiday. Comes up empty down low.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Porter. He has 7. Giannis sets a screen for Porter. Pass to Lopez. Lock at 6. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Brown. And it's good for 2. Trent's got 13.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Giannis. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Tatum's got 40 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Lillard attack.
Oh! Man!
What a finish!
Recognizing the scouting report, Lillard knows he can drive on this team.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Brown. He's got 7. Porzingis finds Holiday. Nailed from three-point land. 15 points in the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Taken away by Holiday. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. A different look for Milwaukee. Livingston's checked in, and it's Green and for Trent. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Pritchard. Out outside, Horford. Tatum with a screen on Portis. Horford dishes to Tatum. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring wars. Jason Tatum on top. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
The first free throw is good.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
That one is no good. Bucks trail by 10. Porter with it. Picked up by Brown. Porter, no luck. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Tatum kicks to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. A three ball. A rebound by the Bucks.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Tatum. From the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Now, here's Lillard. 19 points in the game. No good that time. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown. Rebounded by the Bucks. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
And here's Tatum for 3. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He's raised his 3-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. And we'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Cornet in at the 5 spot. Here's Rollins. Down low. Here's Giannis.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Boston.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
And so Tatum nails them both. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. Trailing here by 8. But 3. Al Horford with the rebound. The Celtics shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And the shot goes down. 48 points for Jason Tatum.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Porter looking it over. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick and roll action there.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Bucks trail by 10. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Left side, Porter. Great D that time from Tatum. Clark, you have to love his hustle.
I sure do, Kevin. I mean, just one more rebound, and he'll have a double-double.
Takes a three. Here's Cornette. Horford from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Horford's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Celtics leading by 13. Tatum with it, now guarded by Porter. Tatum with a screen on Portis. Cornette passes to Horford. And again, Boston with the triple.
Stretching the floor, Big Al Horford doing his part.
Pass to Rollins. Now, Antetokounmpo. Can they get it? That's good on the jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points just in the second half.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The kick out to Tatum. The tray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Trent's checked in for the Bucks. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Luke Cornette, he's checked in for the Celtics. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Puts up a deep three. Hauser misses. Bucks trail by 14. There's Green with the three. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holiday the pass to Pritchard. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. On the wing, Giannis. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pritchard passes to Holiday. Here's Cornette. Pass to Tatum. And, yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. That's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's Pritchard. And he gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 16.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
He's so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here is Holiday. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Collins checked in for Green. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Pass to Rollins for the three. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo through contact.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Cornette. Outside Tatum. Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Portis sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
That one is off. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Good on the second free throw.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's Lillard missing.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boston ball.
And so it's Holiday with it. They'll bring it up for Boston. At one point, they led by 16. Brown with a screen on Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum, that's for 2. Kuzma pulls it in. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Hey, yo, watch free.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Boston leading by 11. The kick out to Brown. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Here's Brown. And the layup falls. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Lillard outside. From the line. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Tatum. And there's the drive. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Celtics foul. Drew Holiday. Third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Bucks.
And he knocks down the first one.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Celtics leading by 13. Here's Tatum. There's the drive. Misses in close. Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard misses. Boston shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Tatum draws the double. Outside Holiday. Cans it from downtown.
Timeout.
Holiday's got 20 points.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 1:31 left in the fourth. To present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .131 left to play in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Giannis right side. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Trent gets the bucket.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Brown with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Tatum dishes to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 4. Outside Holiday. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Lillard against Holiday. The deep three from Porzingis. Off target with that shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jason Tatum.